Hi, Victor Perton here from the Centre for Optimism, and I really wish I could be with you for your optimism dinner tonight. As you know, I've been door knocking the town, having coffee with folks in the cafe, the men's shed, talking to people on the phone, in video and in meetings, uncovering what makes Kaniva optimistic. And this is what I do. I ask people what makes you optimistic. And why do I do so? It's because optimism is the foundation of contemporary leadership. 2020's leadership needs people to lift them up and help them to be their best. Another reason I'm so passionate about optimism is that the science says that healthy longevity, living to a healthy old age with good mental and physical health, owes so much to the trait of optimism. And it's not just a folk tale. The science says it's true. Stanford University, Harvard University, the American military, Boston University, the American College of Cardiology, Monash University, all attribute optimism as the key to preventing heart disease and recovering from heart disease, as a key to preventing cancer and recovering from cancer, slowing down the progress of illnesses like dementia and Alzheimer's. And, when I've walked the streets of Kaniva and I've door knocked and talked to older people in their houses, one of those traits that really is part of the older generation of Kaniva is that optimism, that belief that things go up and down, but you persist. And the wonderful consensus is that Kaniva is on the way up. There's confidence in young people. There's confidence in the entrepreneurial nature of the people. There's confidence in good things to come. Now, did we find that optimism in Kaniva was different to the 12,000 people we've asked? What makes you optimistic around the world? People caring for each other, a can-do attitude, Kaniva's young people, well located on a main highway, people with purpose in Kaniva, opportunity orientated, confident that we can manage any situation. What supports the optimistic outlook for people in Kaniva? What's really fascinating is that if you look at the global results, it starts with mindset, life experience, most people trying to do good. In Kaniva, a quarter of those spontaneous answers are most people are trying to do good. Life experience living in Kaniva, faith in God, belief, family, a belief that things will work out in the end, and the relentless march of history. What's helped Kaniva people stay optimistic? And again, the results differ from the rest of the world. Smiling at other people is top of the pops in Kaniva. Reducing the consumption of bad news and sharing stories of hope and success. Surrounding yourself with positive people and expressing gratitude. And that's one of the things that the shopkeepers told me, that people, young people in particular, who could be using online purchasing, are going to the shops to support them. And really being grateful for the trouble that people go to in serving them. And then what sort of optimists are there in Kaniva? Well, more than a quarter of people describe their optimism as natural. Nearly a quarter of people describe their optimism as resilient. A third of people describe their optimism as realistic. And the next highest category is abundant optimism. And doesn't that sound like a farming community? That natural optimism that the farmer has, realistic optimism and that resilient optimism. Because the definition of optimism is a belief that things will work out in the end. It's not that there's a silver lining in every dark cloud. So look, I've loved walking the streets of Kaniva and asking people what makes them optimistic. I really hope you enjoy sharing it tonight in this dinner together. And I really look forward to coming back and doing my optimism workshop, giving people extra tools and habits to make them more optimistic. As I said, I wish I could have been with you but I look forward to joining you again to again hear that wonderful optimism of Kaniva that will drive your leadership, your innovation, your resilience, and the rise of new entrepreneurs and the young people and the old people building up an ever better Kaniva.